Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for playoff action here, live from Columbia, Maryland. Cedar Lane Park is the venue. Bowleys Athletic and A3 Highlanders are ready to square off in a quarterfinals match. Number 3 and number 6 on the table. A Division I playoff match, which will see a semifinalist declared. The winner of this match, of course, will advance to take on the winner of Team United and Das Beer Hall. Also taking place live on the DMV Sports Media channel, kicking off at 3 p.m. Feel free to switch back and forth between this and the other quarterfinals match. And of course, Steel Pulse and Baltimore City have earned their ticket to the semifinals. They will be joining in the next round and will have the weekend off, but will eagerly be awaiting the performance of these two quarterfinal matches. As always, let us know where you're watching from. And, of course, your score predictions. We'd love to see you in the chat. Get your friendly banter in there and make us aware of your allegiances. This is two teams hungry for playoff action, ready to kick off here. In the next minute, we're going to have the walkout, the anthem, and, of course, kickoff here from Cedar Lane. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe to boost the algorithm and give these players the exposure they deserve. Every like really does help us out. We'd love to have you a part of the DMV Sports Media family. We're going to have the walkout in a moment, but for now, let's give these players a kudos, the players who have made their way into a playoff match. For A3 Highlanders, it's going to be Coach Mike Amon, with the players Matt Kiteshuk, Ayo Oju, Aaron Lawrence, Devin McCarthy, Gordon Bickerstaff, Matt Parks, Cooper Sciato, Julio Ardon, Paul Stavroli, Kyle Norris in goal, Joey Amon up top, Pan Romero, Rafi Arias, Claudius Taylor, Jay Arturs, Jose Argueta, Mike Mercer, and Rex Flanagan. For Bowleys Athletic, of course, Austin Hyde will start in the net with Brandon Texiador, Cesar Fuentes, Christian Barnes, Greg Adams, Daniel Adams, Jaden Asari, Jermaine Davids, Mason Christian, Taiwo, Kuma, Petila, Tarek, Kreider, Copeland, Zinkland, and others. We're going to have the walkout and, of course, the anthem in a moment here. We will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the walkout is played, the anthem is finished, and we are ready for action here from Cedar Lane. It's the 3 and the 6 seed, as we mentioned, for this quarterfinal action. Bowleys Athletic wrapping up their season with a draw against Beer Hall to give them the 3rd spot on the table. Highlanders claimed that final playoff spot, although it was a clear demarcation line between the 6th and the rest of the table. Highlanders clearly rising above the rest of the crop. Slancha and Baltimore kickers very much below the demands of playoff action. So we'll see. It's playoff day. You never know what's going to happen, but the books have Bowleys as the favorite. Bowleys, of course, coming off a quick turnaround. They had a UPSL playoff action last night, defeating Athletic United by a score of 4-1. We'll see how their depth is, how their turnaround time is as they quickly turn into another playoff game here against the A3 Highlanders. Certainly one we're all eagerly awaiting as the teams square up, ready to go. Bowleys will play left to right wearing their black and gray kits. And of course, the Highlanders will wear all pink, playing right to left. Bowleys will start off on the ball. Some key players to watch out for. Austin Hyde has been a stalwart performer in goal for Bowleys all season long. And of course, watch out for Joey Amon, the leading goal scorer for the Highlanders in history. He will certainly be relied upon in order to give the Highlanders that toothy edge. Kyle Norris, of course, will be tested in net. He's been a standout performer for the Highlanders over the last couple seasons. As we make our final preparations to get underway, captain's armband today for Bowleys Athletic will go to Greg Adams, another player who's been in form this season. We have some final administrative duties over on the far sideline. Our center official, Jason Cullum, just bidding the lacrosse goal farewell, and Bowleys accommodating, helping get this field safe and playable for action. Get your thoughts in the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from. Of course, are you a Bowleys fan, a Highlanders fan? Regardless, we welcome you. We're so excited to get kicked off. Bowleys will start, putting it right back to their number one. Austin Hyde plugging this one forward in the direction of Adams. And Highlanders will make the clearance at the expense of a throw on this near side. That was really in the vicinity. Excuse me, that was Matt Kaishuk in the immediate vicinity, but Bowleys with the ball sent towards the 18 in the direction of Adams. Never had a chance, Greg Adams, and it will be a goal kick for Norris and company. On this bright day, this playoff day, there will be a winner crowned. If the score is level after 90, we would go right to penalty kicks for these matches. In the finals of the playoff, it is a dual overtime period, but for quarterfinals and semifinals, it's straight PKs. Of course, we got a lot of time before we determine a potential winner. Here's Amon for the Highlanders, looking to send one forward. Second run is made. This is Aaron Lawrence on the far side. Lawrence, can he get a ball across? He can, but Hyde quickly off his line, able to deal with a threat. Austin Hyde will play short and out wide. Plenty of time for the Bowleys to survey the field. Sorry. Back to Hyde, and Hyde quickly in turn will send it out wide. A lot of time, this Bowleys side very much dictating the pace of play and showing that they have the ability to knock the ball on the floor. There's a sorry. Finally sent out wide. Bowleys exploiting the width, or rather lack thereof. It's a narrow pitch here at Cedar Lane West. Certainly will be difficult for a team like Bowleys to really find the width that has made them successful, but thus far have been adequate in keeping this out of the reach of the Highlanders. This is sent to the far side, across the 18. Is there a finish on the end? Here's Adams turning and shooting. Kyle Norris with the safe hands behind this one to make the save here in the 3rd minute. This one's boomed up the field by Norris and all the way back to Hyde. This was well won by Noah and now sent out wide. Bowleys looking to find the space, but Highlanders packing that midfield really well. Taylor will send it away at the expense of possession. Now all the way back to Hyde. Really well organized side, this Bowleys athletic team, having their share of possession. To Highlanders' credit, they have been well organized and well coached defensively. You see the spacing, allowing Bowleys the possession of the ball, but not allowing them to do anything with it. This is sent inside. Lawrence gets a toe to it, but can't keep possession. Now Adams out wide. And back, Bowleys continuing to move and dictate the position of play. This is Barnes down the line, running out of real estate. It will be a goal kick to come for the Highlanders. Welcome to the chat. I know we've got people matriculating in. It's a great crowd building here at Cedar Lane Park, supporting this playoff match of the Super Soccer League Division 1. But I know we've got viewers here in the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from, your thoughts on the match thus far, players to watch out for, and of course score predictions. Would love to get your thoughts wherever you are and whoever you are. This one's pinged back outside by Asari. And all the way back to Hyde. Sent out wide. Barnes loses possession. Highlanders streaking down the line. This is Aaron Lawrence just running out of real estate. It will be a throw for Bowleys Athletic. Athletic back to Hyde and right back down the center of play. This is back to the far side. Now Bowleys will try one over the top. Taylor is there. It's challenged heavily. And it is going to be a foul going against the Bowleys man, number 26, Mason Christian. Just a little overzealous in his pursuit of the ball that time. Over the top and into the waiting possession of Hyde. That's maybe not the clearance that Hyde would have liked to find, but gets some help from his teammate on the far side. Second ball sent in by Arias. And a cross. Good save from Hyde, and Tyler Reed able to pick up the pieces on the backside. Looks like that one had gone. Will be a goal kick for the benefit of Bowleys. Austin Hyde pings it across the midfield. Now it's Lawrence, dispossessed. And that A3 Highlanders attack stalls out. There's Adams putting it out wide to Reed. And Reed will send one forward. That's a well-placed ball from Tyler Reed, but the Highlanders able to damage control and send it away. That was Gordon Bickerstaff mopping up at the back. Good to see Bickerstaff back in this Highlanders side after a few seasons of departure. Still no chat. Let us know where you're watching from, your thoughts, predictions on the match. And of course, where you're watching from. Love to hear from all our viewers as this match builds up. So sent in. Flicked forward, back by Tyler Reed. Reed still going. Good clearance made. Highlanders looking to spring out. Eamon sends it back down the line and finally out by Asari. Sent in by Kai Shuck and now straight up in the air. Arias can't get enough on it. It's sent in behind. And well gathered by Norris. At the outer reaches of his 18. Norris will ping one down the field. What a control by Tyler Reed. That's a beautiful touch from the Bowleys fullback here on the near side. Who's been excellent when called on thus far. Sent back. Now Arias into the middle. Finally, Highlanders having their best attacking presence of the match. Hyde is there outside of his 18. And it looks like this is going to go back for a set piece deep inside of Bowleys territory. Courageous goalkeeping from Hyde. And it leads to a set piece for Bowleys. This is Barnes back inside, and Bowleys Athletic will settle back into their rhythm of possession. Barnes back to Taiwo. Excuse me, Copeland. This is Stephen Copeland looking over the top. A little too direct for any would-be runners to get on the end of it. Norris sends it right back into play. And here come the Highlanders. Good control across the middle. Eamon looking to bounce this out wide. No would-be recipients on the end of it. Here's Eamon. Fire starter for the Highlanders, surrounded by black and gray shirts, and now Copeland able to restart the attack for Bowleys. Here's Reed, surveying the field and sending it inside. Ball across from Asari. That's a lovely delivery from Reed. And mopped up at the back from Bickerstaff. Doesn't get the full clearance. Tyler Reed still looking for action. Sends it across the 18. It's a deep strike. Well gobbled by Tyler Norris. Not a bad effort from Asari on the first-time ball. And Bowleys add another tally to their strikes on target. But the score remains level after 13 or so minutes. Highlanders looking to find a response. Mike Mercer finding the wide area. Here comes Eamon. Been all over trying to make problems for this Bowleys back line and has been effective. This is sent across the 18. Tyler Reed able to collect his second touch. Now Bowleys regain possession. This is two playoff-ready sides. It has to be said, the best we've seen the Highlanders all season, and Bowleys very much in form. We saw them highly successful last night in UPSL action against Athletic United in the UPSL. Now the squad turns around, albeit with some of the same faces and names and some different faces slotting in. They've got a deep roster and a deep squad, but it says a lot about a club that's able to play two playoff matches back-to-back. We'll see how they stack up through the 90 minutes. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let us know where you're tuned in from for this A3 Highlanders Bowleys match. Voice your support for the teams, any players that you want to call out. I'd love to hear from you in the chat. Any score predictions observations on the match. Looks like Flanagan will make way, and now it's sent across the 18. Bowleys not finding too much trouble with that. It's Adams back inside. Now really well controlled by Asari. As Copeland in the vicinity. Copeland across the midfield. Mason Christian holding off the pressure. And now will release. This is Bowleys moving forward. Now Adams looking for the final service. Taylor will make the clearance at the expense of possession. Another lovely touch from Tyler Reed, really showing off that touch on the ball. Has had 2 difficult balls controlled out of the air with seamless precision. And Bowleys will retain possession as such. This is Asari down the line. And runs out of real estate. Goal kick to come for the Highlanders. Good to see Tyler Reed on the pitch, one of our consistent supporters on DMV Sports Media in the chat. Good to see he's got some ball very much on his feet. He's been a real performer tonight here for Bowleys Athletic. Norris will send this across the midline. Down the line. Reed will take this one. Throw down the line in the direction of Adams. Adams, great strength to turn his man. Second ball still in the mix. This is Noah Piatto. And across, Texiador not finding his way into the match, and the counterattack stymied again. Adams on the ball, working back, finding Texiador. Can he get this one across? Brendan Texiador sends it across the 6. Golazo at the backside. That is Mason Christian touching one in off the service from Brendan Texiador, and it's 1-0 for your home side. Bowleys Athletic finding a lightning strike attack. Got to give the credit to the assist from Texiador. Mason Christian in the right place at the right time. Let's take a look back at this. We're back after the goal from Mason Christian, assisted by Brendan Texiador here in the 19th minute. Bowleys not done by any stretch. This is Texiador again, looking across into the central area. Shot taken from distance and well held by Kyle Norris. This is Super Soccer League Maryland Division I quarterfinal action between your Bowleys, number 3 seed, and Highlanders, the 6th seed. Bowleys living up to their top seed with an early goal. Let's see what Highlanders can muster. This is Mike Mercer sending it down the line for Eamon. Well repelled by Copeland. Back inside, plenty of time for the Bowleys to make their decisions on the ball. Welcome, Mr. Sciato. Assuming father of Cooper Sciato. He's been a great performer today. Tuned in from Rhode Island. My mother's in town visiting, but she lives up in Newport, Rhode Island. Love it up there whenever go to visit. Really beautiful country up in Rhode Island. And I know there's some good footy in that Rhode Island, New England area. My stepbrother, Del Jenkins, was a standout performer at Washington College, is playing up there. I'm not exactly sure where, but perhaps will be someone who maybe you cross paths with in that soccer community up there. Throw quickly taken by Bowleys Athletic. Texiador turns upfield. Now it's sent down the line. This is Asari. Outlasting the pressure, winning a throw. Christian will take. Excuse me, that was Barnes. Now down the line. Here comes Adams in pursuit. And it's well gathered by the Highlanders defenseman. That was J.R. Torres in defense, able to marshal that all the way over the end line, and now Norris will take the goal kick. The booming one across midfield all the way into the Bowleys back line, but no takers on the end for the Highlanders. So sent out wide. Copeland working with Adams. Adams slotting in the defensive line. He's been all over the pitch today. This Bowleys line really versatile, really dynamic, and now it's sent over the top. This is Mason Christian, the goal scorer. Can he set the table? Cuts it back. Shot taken and blocked. Really great turn from Christian in pursuit of his second, and almost had it. Sent all the way back for Hyde. We'll switch the point of attack out wide. Christian Barnes now. Just missing out on that pass down the line. Will be a throw for the benefit of Highlanders. Forward. No final recipient on the end, and Highlanders will take over. Cooper Sciato coming off. Replacement will be made. There is re-entry for the sub, so Sciato not done by any stretch on the day. This is well marshaled back into the safe hands of Norris. By J.R. Torres, and now Norris will bang it down the field. Straight up in the air by Reed. Second ball contested and out. This is well controlled initially by Eamon. Now back inside. Mercer not finding the pass he would have liked, but working to track it down as Adams looks to get his side back in possession on the start of their attack. Hyde will send it out wide. Now Asari. Hyde taking his time. They've got the goal advantage here at the midway point of this first half, and no reason to rush. Barnes will send it forward. Here's Adams. Taken away by Lawrence. Lawrence's ball across the 18 is a good one. It's well turned up by Joey Eamon. Looking for that window to take the final shot. Didn't come off. And now Bowleys will take over. There's Barnes, Adams, and Hyde. Really adept in playing from the back. It's Bowleys' side, but that's not their best moment. Hyde will take over at the outer reaches of his 18 and quickly back into play. Great turn from Tyler Reed. Still looking for a final effort. Barnes will join the attack down the far touch. Now Texiador. Oh, it's cut away by Mason Christian, and it looks like this foul will go against Bowleys Athletic, much to the chagrin of some of the players here. Let's take a look back. You make your own decision. But our center official, Jason Cullum, very much in a good area to call that. Did seem like Christian got a lot of the ball, but perhaps something extra on the top we didn't see on the first time that led to the decision, and Norris will bang it forward. Highlanders committing bodies this time. They have rough Arias in the middle. Now back out wide. The 18, Eamon touches it down. And a great strike just outside the 18. It's up and over, but lovely assist attempt from Eamon. And the ball just sent over by Devin McCarthy. Take a look at that replay. Goal kick to come for Bowleys Athletic. Hyde will find Tyler Reed. And quickly back across. Texiador was the intended target, but no connection to be found. This is Texiador back inside for Mason Christian. He's been excellent today. Highlanders, to their credit, have done a great job of damage control and have not backed down. Looking for a counter. Here's an early strike from Eamon, up and over, not far wide at all. You love the confidence from Joey Eamon to hit this from midfield. Didn't think twice as he received this. Looked up, caught Hyde slightly off his line, and I think this would be an interesting story if this one had found its way inside the goal mouth. Hyde could have been caught in a difficult position, but we'll never know. Would have required a perfect Herculean strike, and we're talking about the world of what ifs. But you just see the quick capabilities of Joey Eamon and the confidence that this player has. But the problem for the Highlanders is Bowleys also very keen, very aware of Joey Eamon's prowess, and have been blanketing him with defensive players every time he's in an attacking area. Other players will have to chip on. Eamon setting the table. It's well dealt with by Copeland, and Hyde will send it forward. Now all the way back. Bickerstaff finding Norris. And here comes J.R. Torres. The rush for the Highlanders. They've got the 1-goal deficit to track down, but they got lots of time and don't want to rush against a team like Bowleys. Every spell of possession is worth its weight in gold. Adams, key as always in building this possession, drops so deep from his number 9 spot. Copeland will loft it across to Tyler Reed, putting on a clinic with first touch today. Reed's ball is a good one. Bickerstaff is there in pursuit. And this will be a throw for Tyler Reed and Bowleys Athletic here in the 29th minute. Here comes Reed. Avoiding the challenge, sending it back. Now Asari from distance will look down the line. Shot blocked. Another good challenge comes in from Matt Parks to take this away from Noah Piatia. Reed back to Asari. The first time delivery from Asari. Touchdown, Noah Pietla. Shot blocked at the expense of a corner kick. And we will see a set piece for Bowleys Athletic in the 30th minute here. Take a look back at the replay. Here's the delivery. Sent to the backside, out of the air. Oh, beautiful delivery, beautiful strike, but no, Kyle Norris able to hang on after a scintillating strike through traffic. Kyle Norris has performed admirably today and certainly will be called on against this potent Bowleys Athletic side. There's Reed. What a turn from Asari. Certainly had his way in the midfield for Bowleys Athletic. All the way back to Hyde. A booming ball up the pitch and a little too direct. Kyle Norris will take over without much duress. Sent out wide for Ojo. Ojo's ball's a good one. Now Eamon in a great area sends it in. What a save from Austin Hyde. The Bowleys Athletic trusty number one, denying the leading goal scorer for Bowleys Athletic. It's the two key players we identified early going face to face, and Austin Hyde comes out on top. Take a look at this strike, a scintillating one heading right into that near side. But consolation prize of a corner kick. Bowleys make the clearance, only partially. Area sends it back. There's Parks. Looking out wide. Mercer across the 18, golazo! Served up by Mike Mercer, converted by who else? Joey Eamon, and there's the response from the Highlanders. It's what you love to see in a quarterfinal match. Back and forth, two sides not giving up, two sides very much fighting to advance to the semifinals. Let's take a look at this replay. Credit has to go to the assist maker, Mike Mercer, and of course Joey Eamon jumping in front of the defender, finding that space just like a player of his veteran abilities was keen to do. Another thing Austin Hyde could do on that one from the point blank strike, and we are tied up at one apiece here in the 33rd minute. On paper, of course, we know that Bowleys Athletic came in as the favorites to this match, and they deserve every bit of their accolades, but Highlanders showing why playoffs are the great leveler. A team can find their form late in the season. Highlanders have looked really calculated today. They have had less of the possession, but when they get forward, their attacking presence has looked really good and really calculated. Their defensive shape has been great, and they have limited the Bowleys' chances. Let's see what the Bowleys' response is. Tyler Reed sends one down the line, now back into the middle. Good service. Christian, the goal scorer, got a touch to it but couldn't control it, and Kyle Norris comes off his line to make the intervention. Looks like Claudius Taylor a little slow to get back on his feet that time, but is able to continue, and Norris's ball will trickle back all the way back to Hyde. It's a lovely day here at Cedar Lane Park, Columbia, Maryland, for this Maryland Super Soccer League Division I quarterfinal between the 6 seed A3 Highlanders and the 3 seed Bowleys Athletic. And of course, the winner of this match will advance to the semifinals. We will also see another quarterfinal match, Das Bierhall and Team United on the day. The winners of these two matches will advance to square off against Steel Pulse and Baltimore City, who earned their way through the quarterfinals with a bye as the 1 and 2 seed. Looks like Parks is off. And Argueta is on for the Highlanders. There's Christian, still working to the end line, and it's well marshaled all the way back for a goal kick. It was Julio Ardon, able to put his body on the line in order to win the goal kick in the set piece for the Highlanders. It's been a great match thus far. Honestly, this has been a real treat. This quarterfinal Super Soccer League match. I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you're enjoying the broadcast, drop a like on the video here on YouTube in order to boost the algorithm and give these players the exposure they deserve. Every like recommends this video to more viewers in the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to stay tuned in for all Highlanders and Bowleys coverage, make sure to subscribe to DMV Sports Media here on YouTube, as well as the continuation of all the playoff matches in the Super Soccer League, UPSL, and more. This is well flicked on by Eamon off the goal kick. And Reed will send it down the line. Now Mercer, who has 1 assist to his name, tracking this down, will run out of real estate. And this is going to be a goal kick for Hyde and company here in the 37th minute. Plenty of time and space for Bowleys to work into, and they will send it back to Copeland. It's banged out wide. Now Hyde. Across the middle, ricochets all the way up to Mason Christian, and Reed is there in a great area. Good ball up for Mason Christian. Reed taking this one across the 18. Here's the service. Christian able to get it out wide. Final challenge made to take this off the feet of the Bowleys man, Daniel Adams. Found himself somewhat free of space in the backside of the Highlanders box, but a last-ditch challenge, able to send it onto the far touchline. This is Barnes, blocked by Taylor. And forward, who will come out on top. It looks like it's Eamon for the Highlanders, streaking down the field. Now Eamon banging one across the 18. Into a great area, direction of Argueta. Excuse me, Lawrence. Lawrence the intended target, but no dice on the connection. Bowleys will take over. This is Copeland back across. Noah Penila. Time and space to make a decision, and we'll just keep it on the ground. There's Kreider. Looking down the line. And finally we'll send it long. No recipients on the end of it. Final moments here in this first half. Is there a goal to be found? Certainly would be a huge momentum boost for either side to go into the half with the score advantage, with the goal in hand. This is banged up field. A good battle between Copeland and Eamon. Eamon able to hang on. Can he round the corner? Eamon, yes he can. But it's well tackled by Copeland, who made the recovery challenge, and now it's a corner kick from the far side. Take a look at this replay. Eamon has been a real problem today for Bowleys Athletic, as we predicted. He's been the goal scorer. He's been the man making things happen. But this time I think the difference is he's got real support from all of his teammates who have been drawing pressure themselves. It's not one man that Bowleys can focus on defensively. This is a fully complete A3 Highlanders team. Here's our Tours looking for the diagonal ball. It's just over Sciatto. But final touch comes off the Bowleys man and will be a throw on the far side. Welcome, Madeline Chapman. Come to expect your presence in every live stream. Welcome, and certainly appreciate the support. Listen to the lady, like and subscribe here on DMV Sports Media. Really appreciate the patronage. This is Mason Christian outlasting the pressure. We'll send it out wide. It looks like there was a foul, and it will be a set piece. Copeland will send it on. Too quickly, is it's well defended. If you're just joining us, it is a 1-1 tie here in this quarterfinal. Assisted by Brendan Texiador, but Highlanders found their response later in. On the far side for options, and we'll connect with Copeland. Even it's great pitch, a player who so often plagued by injuries, ball defenses whenever he plays because of his talent, and such we do. A player to really watch out for, has lived up to the hype today. Has really excelled. Austin Hyde has come up with some big saves by Lawrence. Reed able to come back the challenge. Now Bowleys with some space on the far side. Offside flag goes against Bowleys. Challenge made in a good area. Yep. Good to see some participation in the chat now. We've got Chapman tuned in from South Georgia, and Haley here supporting the Highlanders, and Joey. Ryder back into the foot of Austin Hyde, who does send it forward the first touch. Not a lot of time left in this half, but enough for one of these sides to potentially find one more chance. Looking for Texiador. Final touch came off of the Highlanders man. Appreciate the support. Everyone tuned in. Make sure to share it with all here on a Sunday. Honestly, we've had great participation for those who have pledged their time to support competition. We really appreciate you. So sent all. Sends a booming ball across the pitch. Ricochets back and forth. Here's Christian. In the mix. Arias dispossessed, but will bring it down. For Bowleys, it's down the line. Avert what would have been a key ball in from Bowleys Athletic presence after his own injury. Time challenge. Had to make this right, otherwise we. It's out to Tyler Reed. The service across the 18 and the clearance made. Now Kreider. Cleared by Lawrence. And Kreider will looking for Reed. A couple players there, but Bickerstaff able to make the intervention. Instrumental up top for the Highlanders in the last few minutes, making things happen, but Bowleys staff, no exact word yet. That is the answer. That is going to be the whistle. Bowleys Athletic. Their name, the Bowleys goal coming from the foot of Mason Christian. The Highlanders, it's Joey Amon's goal, assisted by Mike Mercer. Well, hello and welcome back. Second half is upon us here. Super Soccer League Maryland Division I quarterfinal action between Bowleys Athletic and the A3 Highlanders. It has been a really well-fought performance from both sides. Bowleys going up first with a Mason Christian goal assisted by Brandon Texiador, answered later in the half by a Joey Amon finish assisted by Mike Mercer. Kind of two similar goals. Really well assisted down the line with two tap-in balls from really solid performers through the match. Mason Christian causing issues for the Highlanders back line. And likewise, Joey Amon has been excellent for the Highlanders. We'll see who can find their way through. This is second half, 45 minutes to differentiate the semifinalists between the two sides. Highlanders will play left to right, wearing their all pink kits, with Bowleys Athletic playing right to left, wearing dark black and blue trim. This is quickly sent in from Hyde down to Christian Barnes. And back inside. It's well contested by Lawrence to force it back to Kreider on the far side. Here goes Bowleys. Reed inside. Now Kreider looking for the switch. It's missed out of the air by Barnes, and Lawrence will take over. Good turn from McCarthy, top of the 18. And well cut out by Kreider, just ahead of the would-be Highlanders attack. And Kreider dispossessed. Austin Hyde there to make the intervention, but not a comfortable moment for this Bowleys back line. Jaden Asari will take over. Sent all the way down the pitch. Texiador runs this one down. Top of the 18. Asari with the hit. Golazo from Jaden Asari, smashing this from distance. A really well hit low strike through traffic. Not a thing Kyle Norris could do. And Bowleys here in the second half have found pay dirt. They're back up on top. The goal from number 92, Jaden Asari. Take a look back at this hit through traffic. A really strong hit, low to the turf, and difficult for Norris to read. Let's see if Highlanders can answer. They found the answer the first time. Plenty of time left, just about 42 minutes and stoppage to go. This is sent down the middle. No takers on the end, and Barnes will track it down. All right, sending it back to Kreider. Bowleys calmly moving this up the field, keeping it on the ground. Good ball into the feet of Christian. We'll carry forward this attack. Looking for Texiador. That was Bravo involved in the mix as well for Bowleys. There's Christian back to Victor Bravo. Now back to the feet of Taylor. Here's Asari, the goal scorer. Moving it over to that far side. And sends it out wide, and Reed's ball doesn't connect. Here comes Amon up top for the Highlanders. Putting the defender on skates. Can he find a window for a strike? Cuts back, Joey Amon. Ball ricochets, and Bowleys have found the answer. Still some pressure there as Copeland sends it away, but at the expense of a throw. And Aaron Lawrence will quickly send it back inside. Scotto not finding the touch that he would have liked there, and now Bowleys will take over. This is back to Hyde. We'll quickly touch it out to Tyler Reed, who's been exceptional today. Hyde's second ball clears the midfield. And it will be a throw just inside of Bowleys' territory. Amon touching it back to Sciato, who's runs out of options, runs out of space, and the final touch goes into the waiting feet of Austin Hyde. Welcome to all those tuned in here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube for our coverage of the Super Soccer League quarterfinal action between Bowleys and A3 Highlanders. Make yourself known as you matriculate back into the chat. Make sure to share the link with all the friends who may want to watch these two teams and make everyone aware that we are back here in the second half. You may have grabbed your snacks, your halftime hot dog, hot pocket, whatever from the microwave and back ready to watch. We are underway and don't want to miss any of the action. Bowleys already recording a goal here in the second half by way of Jaden Asari, a nice strike from distance. Hit pay dirt to give Bowleys Athletic the advantage. Now Highlanders will have a set piece from midfield. Looks like Arias will ping one to the far side of the 18. Asari wins the first. And Kaishuk will try to turn, but doesn't find the space he was looking for. Adams down the line. There comes Mason Christian, looking for a colleague to connect with. Sends it across. Not a bad effort, but just wide, and it will go out for a throw. Excuse me, this might be a goal kick. It looks like it will be a goal kick for Norris and company. Let us know your thoughts on the match thus far. Score predictions for the second half. Players to watch out for, and anything you've liked, disliked thus far. We're really happy to have you with us here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to give these players the exposure they deserve. Norris will bang this across midfield. Sorry, gets enough of a head on it to find Victor Bravo. Now Barnes back to Hyde, and Bowleys confident in possession as always. Sent forward. Oh, the Highlanders defense has some miscommunication. Christian able to almost ride him through unabated, and Tyler Reed will take over. Here's Christian down the line for Noah Penitla. Top of the 18. A heroic challenge to take it away from the foot of Adams, and now Highlanders will streak forward. There's certainly going to be a challenge, a foul. Arias is the recipient. It looks like Arias will take. Here comes Sciato on the near side. Let me get back inside. Just misses out on Mercer, but Amon will claim on that far touch. Amon dispossessed. Now Bowleys will stretch the field out to the far side. Good win from Joey Amon, who never rests when he loses the ball. We saw him right back into defensive mode, running all across the pitch to win that back a moment later. And now Highlanders will send it down the line for Mercer. Mercer serves it up for Lawrence, and Lawrence has won a corner kick for the challenge from Victor Bravo. Comes the challenge, the service from Mercer. It's well dealt with by Reed. Second opportunity. Well claimed by Arias. Can he find a recipient? Yes, he can. It's Mercer across, looking for a second assist. And Bowleys have taken over. Mercer inserts himself again, sends it back inside. Dealt with initially by Asari. Here come the Highlanders. Mercer not finding the connection he was looking for that time. Asari will lump it up to Adams. Now a Noah Penitla down the line. Texidor has some space to run into. Can he get on the end of this one? He cannot. Just running out of real estate, and it will be a goal kick for the Highlanders. Looks like over in that other match, it's 1-0 in favor of Team United for those vested parties. It's become something of a rivalry match. Team United and Us Beer Hall. Make sure to check that one out with Gio Monterosso on the call. I'm sure leisure. But you don't want to take your eyes off this one. Bowleys down the line. It's Mason Christian looking for a second for himself, a third for Bowleys, and it's well challenged. I believe this is Bickerstaff to put it over the line. Bickerstaff coming up in a big way. Force the corner kick. Here comes the service. Adams standing over the ball. Will send it across. Good intervention from Sciato. It looks like there is a foul in the mix. And it is going to be another take from this set piece inside of Highlanders territory. Welcome, Haas. Joey is Joey Amon, the goal scorer today from the Highlanders. Wearing the number 6 and playing the number 9 role for A3 Highlanders. He's the all-time goal scorer for the Highlanders and returning Golden Boot winner from a few seasons ago. There's Asari turning to win the ball back. Now Tyler Reed finding space on the far side. Lovely skill from Reed. Now Asari dispossessed by Mercer. And Highlanders will start from scratch in their back line. The ball down the line from Flanagan. Connecting with Lawrence. Lawrence will run this down. Looks like he kept it alive and has won a throw for his efforts. Welcome, Cobra King Adventures. This is Bowleys Athletic. Oh, that is a great service in. Sciato ran on the end of it. Got a touch. Really sneaky from Sciato, but couldn't get it on frame just inside that side netting. And now Hyde will start over for the Highlanders, for Bowleys Athletic. Tyler Reed to Noah Penitla. Reed again. Easy as you like on that far side, helping Bowleys continue to build and maintain possession. This one's sent to the end. Norris will come and collect at the outer reach of his far 18. A booming kick up the pitch. Flicked on well by Mercer. Second ball won by Asari. It's a game of ping pong back and forth. Who will come down with it? Lawrence in behind. Here is a strike from Amon. Had to go. Always traveling wide and kind of a half-sighted goal. Not an easy one by any stretch, but it will go down as a recorded strike. Trying to catch Austin Hyde unaware. Looks like Barnes down. Bowleys will require a substitution. We've got two closely fought playoff matches today here in Division I Super Soccer League Maryland Conference, and we haven't even involved our number 1 and 2 seeds yet. Steel Pulse and Baltimore City, earning the 1 and 2 seed respectively, who will not play this week. but we'll play the winners of this Bowleys Highlanders match and the Team United Das Beer Hall match. So moving ball from Hyde across the midline. Well, won initially by Arias. Reed back in action has won it, but it looks like it's going to be a foul for the benefit of the Bowleys athletic side, just inside of Highlanders territory. Asari will stand over to deliver this one. It's down the line for Texiador. Texiador working against McCarthy. Can he get this one across? He cannot. The final verdict is going to be a goal kick, kind of anticlimactic from what promised to be a great run from Texiador. Trevor Zinkland has stepped on to replace Barnes for Bowleys Athletic on this left side, wearing the number 19. And Bowleys will take over. This is back to Hyde from Reed. Not a full clearance. And that's going to be a foul from Noah Penitla. Excuse me, the foul is on Tyler Reed. Looks like Arias will deliver. This is a good set piece opportunity here in the 61st minute. Just under 30 minutes left to play in this match, which has Bowleys Athletic leading by a score of 2-1. And here comes the delivery. Sent into a good area. Down the line from Reed. Penitla will send it up. It's collected well by Lawrence, and Highlanders still on the ball. There's Arias over to Lawrence. Now out wide for Mercer. Attempts to put one into a dangerous spot, but no connection to be found. McCarthy with an early service in. Hyde should collect and will high point this without too much issue. Eamon asking for a better service, trying to make course corrections on the go, as Highlanders desperately pursue the equalizer, or would-be equalizer. Kreider runs out of real estate, and now will be a throw, quickly sent in. McCarthy back to the top of the 18. The shot taken and blocked. Still in the mix. There's Adams turning. Flanagan makes the block. And now Kaishuk able to reclaim possession and reset things for the Highlanders. Torres, now Flanagan. Plenty of time and space for the Highlanders. Flanagan surveys the field. Will try to send a ball down the line in the direction of Mercer. Excuse me, in the direction of Mercer. Back all the way to the feet of Hyde. Bowleys will slow play this one. Not in any rush. They've got the goal advantage, and they've found a worthy opponent in the Highlanders, and so are not overly eager and over pursuing this game, but have invited pressure and have found space. Here's Asari. That was a great ball in from Zinkland. Now Reed down the line. Reed will make the service across. Starting to cross. It's bowled across. It's still in the mix. Here is Texiador, blocked again. And that is a great defensive performance. We'll come back and look at this replay. About 3 great chances for Bowleys Athletic. Cleared off the line by Flanagan, among others. Bickerstaff also heavily involved. Great defensive work from Rex Flanagan to help out his goalkeeper, Kyle Norris, who would have been up against it from a point-blank range shot. Now Claudius Taylor has stepped on. Flanagan off. Probably getting some much-needed rest. All right, here we go. We're back in. The throw is taken, and Norris comes off his line. Moving ball from Norris in the direction of Eamon. Bravo able to control for Bowleys Athletic. This is Tyler Reed out wide. Sent down the line. That is anticlimactic from the Highlanders, who did so well to get in that position. Now it's going to be a set piece. Asari taken down by Mercer. And it will be a set piece for Bowleys Athletic. Ball across the midfield. The offside flag goes. It was Taiwo, the intended target. It was just behind the back line. Now sent forward. Copeland wins the first, taken down by Mercer. Now Aaron Lawrence will streak down this near side. Gets one across the 18. The clearance made, and Texiador will take over. Check out the speed from Texiador to get down that line and then send it back in for Adams. Benitla engineering some space for Bowleys. And now Bravo will take over. A ball across for Jaden Asari. He's been excellent today. Sent into the direction of Texiador. Can he find a touch? He cannot. Texiador will stretch the field to win a corner kick for Bowleys Athletic. Looks like Texiador will take. Welcome Alyssa here in support of Matt Kaishuk. Sent across the 18, no takers to be found, and it will be another Bowleys throw. Looks like Reese Derrick will step on for Bowleys Athletic. And a Highlanders step also steps on, replacing Kaishuk. Great intervention there from Gordon Bickerstaff. It looks like the Highlanders sub is number 13, Matt Parks. To give Kaishuk some rest and come in with fresh legs. Reese Therick has the flip throw in his arsenal, and it looks like he'll just go for the long throw this time. Great service. Oh, it's not far wide at all. What an effort from Texiador. The overhead kick, not far wide at all. Just look at the replay. Norris will send it across into the midfield. Here's Bravo. Turning forward and back again. Kreider sends it forward. Now Asari dispossessed at the expense of a set piece. Looks like Kreider will stand over top of this one. Bowleys Athletic, Highlanders still just a 1-goal deficit. Bowleys leading by a score of 2-1 here in the 70th minute. 20 minutes left to play. And Kreider will send us across the 18 and well high-pointed by Kyle Norris in traffic. Just ahead of Greg Adams, who would have been there if Norris had not intervened. Well controlled by Tyler Reed. Now down the line, Therick not quite close enough to get there. Got a good viewing right now for this Super Soccer League quarterfinal action. Appreciate you tuning in here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't been here before. We welcome you and encourage you to stick around. We have the 2 Division I matches happening concurrently on the channel here in Super Soccer League, and later tonight we will also have a U.S. Open Cup match, Virginia Dream hosting Garilla FC at 8 p.m. down in Falls Church. Myself, Noah Walker, and Tyler on the call for that. We'll look forward to hosting you and having you with us for the historic Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. We had a real treat to cover MSI Pro and Christos last night. MSI Pro with a real showing, earning the 5-0 victory. Comes the service. Only partially cleared. Arias evades one challenge, and Therick goes through the back of Arias. That's a set piece in a great area. There's a conversation to be had, but really this is the right decision. Take a look. Arias able to put his body in line of the ball, and there it goes right through the back. This is a moment you say set pieces can be the great equalizer here in these matches, and certainly that could be the case for the Highlanders. It's Joey Amon standing over the ball here in the 73rd minute, trailing by a goal. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Amon with the take. It deflects off the wall and up and over. Will be a consolation prize of a corner kick, but this was a scathing delivery that could have been destined for goal. Take a look at the replay. While doing its job well. Delivery put into a good area, back post. No takers to be found. And Bowleys will send it down the line through the foot of Taiwo. Back across. Zenkland undone. Sent back down the line. Asari does enough. Good sportsmanship between the two. And through Asari's shield, it will be a goal kick for Bowleys Athletic. It's Paul Stavro who inserted himself well to get that one across and almost got on the end. Now it's Bowleys Athletic. Reese Therick with the service. Well away initially. Out of the air. Adams buries it. A defensive lapse from the Highlanders sees a chance for Adams and a beautiful volley out of the air for Greg Adams into that near netting. It's 3-1. And Bowleys sailing high. Highlanders finding themselves in a hole. Take a look at the replay. It's equally parts Highlanders poor in the clearance and equal parts great finish from Greg Adams, who didn't hesitate when the ball fell to him. But it has to be said, I think the Highlanders will want to have done better with the clearance there. We have 15 minutes left to play for an answer. It's still a game that's not out of the realm of possibility for the Highlanders. They have played well. This is sent in the direction of Lawrence. Goalkeeper off the line, and there's the answer. Golazo from Joey Amon. Got to give credit to Aaron Lawrence for engineering this one, but Amon, true as always, in the right areas at the right time with the right touch. And just like that, we are back within one. Take a look at this replay. Austin Hyde came off his line, didn't make the collection. And of course, Joey Amon taking advantage of the open net, and we are back at 3-2. Or rather, back at the 1-goal deficit. Now we are at 3-2. There's Adams. Outside for Reed. Plenty of time on the far side. And sorry, we'll send it all the way back to Hyde. Still very much a ball game worthy of playoff action. We hope you haven't turned off your TVs yet, you Highlanders fans or you Bowleys fans. This is certainly not one that's done. Gotta love that response from the Highlanders. Immediately hitting back to keep wind in their sails and keep life in this game. There's Lawrence, the engineer of that goal, trying to make things happen. Zinkland intervenes, and we'll put it back to Hyde. Austin Hyde's ball is cut out by Arias. There's a turn from McCarthy. Sends it forward for Mercer. Now across. Reese Therick cuts it out. Is there a service? Sent inside and now partially cleared. Arturs will take over. Good decision from J. Arturs. Now across the midline, Mercer sends it out wide for Lawrence. Lawrence has a sight of goal, takes the shot, deflects out, and sorry, will take over. Now flicked out wide. Plenty of time and space for Zinkland. Surveys the field before sending it into Bravo. Bravo evades another challenge. And now over the top, Reese Therick has some space, but Arturs is there. Good intervention from J. Arturs, and now Highlanders are forward. You really feel this is a side with a lot of will and a lot of belief that they can compete with Bowleys Athletic. They can win this game, and you just see it in their effort and how they move, A3 Highlanders. I think there's still a lot to be written here in the final 12 minutes. Taiwo puts it out to Zinkland. Out wide. Looks like Highlanders will make a couple of switches. On comes Cooper Sciato and Rex Flanagan. Mercer is off. Quickly sent in by McCarthy. Amon will get on the end of this. Can he get it across? He can't quite get this one before it travels over the end line, and will be a goal kick to come. Looks like Io Ojo will step on. It's well cut out on the far side. By Bickerstaff, and now hotly contested. McCarthy has a sighted ball, but quickly taken over by Asari, still traveling down this far touchline. Is Jaden Asari, can he get it across? He's tripped up just outside the 18. Bickerstaff the guilty party, Asari the victim, and it will be a set piece. And it looks like it's a card that comes out for Bickerstaff. This will be a good moment for Bowleys to find a service in. Welcome, BQ guy. I don't know. I do believe that it's a different goalkeeper roster tonight, but I have to ask Austin. That's a good question. Certainly I'll have enough time to get down there. I'll be down covering that match, the U.S. Open Cup match later tonight. Here's the service. Kreider, it's sent away by Aaron Lawrence. And Eamon will take over up top. Bouncing off one challenge is Eamon. It will be a Bowleys throw here on the near side. Zinkland will take this one. Sent back by Taiwo. The final ball, a little too direct. Norris will happily collect. Booming ball up the pitch. It's cut out by Kreider. I know that Austin Hyde has been playing for Virginia Dream in the U.S. Open Cup and is rostered, so it's very much a possibility. I believe Hector Guerrero might be their goalkeeper tonight, but then again, I'm not making those decisions inside of the Virginia Dream staff. Wouldn't be surprised if Austin's there either way. This is hotly contested across the midfield. Sciato takes over. Can he make the pass? Yes, he can. Finds Eamon up top. Joey Eamon streaking down the pitch. Trying to avoid Kreider. Kreider does enough. Lovely control from Eamon. It looks like Eamon will take this throw. Looking for a long throw delivery. Is sending bodies towards the 18. Here in the 83rd minute. Hungry for the would-be equalizer. Tyler Reed makes the clearance. Eamon still on the ball. Good service in, but Tyler Reed is everywhere. Here's Arias. Out to Flanagan. Flanagan will keep it moving. Back to Arturs. Arturs with the delivery a little too direct, and Austin Hyde happy to come off his line and collect this one without too much trouble. It's getting to crunch time now. Every attack worth its weight in gold for the Highlanders. Still have to find a way not to concede to this ever-potent Bowleys athletic side. Good ball down the line from Flanagan. Lawrence not defining the pass that he would have liked. Cesar Ion Fuentes sends it back to Asari. Good decision. Bowleys send it back to Hyde. Now Bravo out to Kreider. Sent down the line. That's a lovely delivery. Reed sends it across. Bickerstaff is there. And now lovely turn from Sciato, but the final ball cut out by Bravo. Here's Adams to the near touchline. Sorry has been wanting this ball and now has a chance to run at this back line. Sorry evading one challenge, but undone finally by Sciato. 5 minutes and change left to play. Is there an answer from the Highlanders? They found one equalizer early in the match in the first half. And they found another goal back after falling to 3-1. Is there a third goal for the Highlanders? Time will tell. This is Tyler Reed out wide. Now Kreider looking down the pitch in the direction of Adams. Adams, clever run and unable to cut this back the way he would have liked. Torres is there. Down the line with Lawrence. Now Ayo Ojo. Back inside and across. Still in the mix. It looks like this will be a drop ball for the benefit of Bowleys, but it's a moment that Highlanders will have to address. Sciato is down. We will get some stoppage added. But Sciato has to at least sit down for now. He's able to walk off on his own power, so that is the silver lining, but I hope the best for Scooper Sciato. Right now, Highlanders have some business to address. 4 minutes left in their season unless they're able to turn things around. Again, if this match were tied at the end of 90, we would go right to penalty kicks. But in order to find a penalty kick for viewing, Highlanders would have to find an equalizing goal. This is a booming ball down the pitch. Norris off his line to collect. The poor ball out. Here's Cesare on Fuentes. Down the far side. And forward. Matt Park's doing enough on that defensive intervention. And now will be a throw for Bowleys inside their own territory. Not so keen on restarting too quickly. There's Asari able to turn out of trouble. Now Bravo. Back to Asari. Bowleys stretching the pitch. It's interesting to see, will Taiwo go to the corner or instead just finds the safe feet of his colleague in the middle. Here's back to Asari. Down the line from Therick. Now Taiwo. Lovely ball control. The final decision from Asari maybe caught Therick by surprise. And here comes the counterattack from the Highlanders. Quick service for Eamon, but Therick is there, and it will be a throw. Highlanders plugging all their bodies into the box. It's now or never. This is the end of the season otherwise. That's a lovely challenge from Reese Therick to take this off of Eamon, and now Taiwo will get some breathing room for Bowleys Athletic. Copeland's still going, looking for the return pass. Good intervention. From Bickerstaff, but you just see the anguish. This Highlanders side has run so hard, has worked so hard to try to find pace with Bowleys Athletic today. And just a couple minutes left. Can they keep the work rate up? Can they find something here in playoff action? There's going to be a throw for Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff will send it down the line. Now back to Bravo. Lovely control. Bowleys exploiting every bit of this pitch today. Adams finding space, moving forward. Will hold on to this himself. Right now, possession just as valuable as a goal for Bowleys, but that possession is lost. McCarthy sends it up top. Here's Eamon looking for the home run ball. Copeland is there. But so too is Eamon. Great win from Eamon in the box. Can he find a window? Yes, he can. Shot taken, shot blocked. And Bowleys have found the defensive answer, but only partially cleared. Rafi Arias will keep the attack alive just outside of the final third. There's Flanagan with an early service. Looking for Eamon. Ricochets across goal, and Hyde is there just ahead of Joey Eamon to make what could be the crucial intervention as we head into stoppage time. The booming ball up the field from Hyde, but no connection to be found. This is well taken down by Lawrence. Looking down the line for McCarthy. Copeland finds Zinkland. Now into Adams, who's been dropping really deep all game long to help Bowleys in possession. Now Fuentes. Now to Asari. Asari doing his part to slow down this game and keep possession for Bowleys Athletic. Here's Adams. Back to Asari. Now Zinkland. And to Cesarian Fuentes. And the flag is up. That's going to be a set piece for the Highlanders. Now just about 2 minutes into stoppage time. We'll see how much time is left. But certainly Highlanders feel the urgency and will bang one down the pitch. Flanagan looking for Ojo. It flicks all the way up to McCarthy, who goes down. Arias' ball also blocked out wide. This is sent forward. And that is your final whistle. A valiant effort from both teams. Highlanders making Bowleys earn every bit of this 3-2 victory. Bowleys will advance to your semifinals. Highlanders season is over, but really a great first playoff match of the season. Got to give credit to both sides. 3 goals is what it takes for Bowleys Athletic here to advance in the Super Soccer League Maryland Division I Finals. I'm Noah Walker on the call. Thanking you so much for joining us here live on DMV Sports Media. Make sure to check out the end of Das Bierhall Team United to see who will the other Division I team advancing will be. Next week will be Steel Pulse, Baltimore City, and of course Bowleys Athletic in the fray with one of the two from Team United and Das Bierhall. Don't forget to tune in at 8 p.m. We have the historic Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup live on DMV Sports Media from Falls Church, Virginia. Virginia Dream hosting Gorilla FC. We're looking forward to seeing you as Tyler Lochte and myself host that one on the channel. Really going to be a treat. Follow this 100-plus-year-old competition as teams vie to compete with the big dogs, with the professional teams. We'll see you there. Have a good night.